All right, everyone. My name is Jason Potvin. I am honored to be here today. I feel this is part of our duty to be here today. I know you can't, eh? Let me get this. All right. Thank you, everyone, for being here today. This is really a monumental moment. We know that we're being flanked, and we're all being strong mentally, emotionally, to stand our ground. This is why I'm here as well, to represent mental and emotional health during this entire fiasco. To the residents of Ottawa, to the police, to our government, please stand down. The citizens here are peacefully protesting. We are not your enemy. We are the constituents of Canada. I also ask sincerely to the individuals outside of our country who think they are trying to help, or those who are inside, do not call and flood our 911. That is not cool. My advice is contact our Canadian Governor General, 1-800-465-6890, and let them know how you feel. All right, day 21, day 22, it's a bit crazy, but I want to also send out some love and light to Tamara, to Chris, to everyone else who's being picked off one by one. It's unfortunate, but it is what it is. We're all doing what we feel we need to do. To the residents of Ottawa, I have spoken to you. I have been up and down these roads. I know some of you. We are sorry that you are affected by this. We understand what is going on, but this is our only recourse. This is nothing personal to you. If you live in this secured zone, we are sorry, but we will not stop until we have to. We will not stop until these mandates stop. And definitely we will not stop until we are heard. That is all we ask. To CBC, CTV, and the other media mainstreams in Canada, I watched something this morning. Interim Police Chief Steve Bell vows to take back the entirety of the downtown core and every occupied space. How, good sir, can you vow something like that? What are you willing to do? Are you willing to hurt, to maim, to affect the lives of peaceful Canadians? I feel disgusted even looking at those reports. The reports attacking the bouncy castle, as if the bouncy castle is the biggest thing ever. How can we have kids here? Well, I ask, where else are they supposed to go when their parents are protesting for their freedom? I don't understand. It is minus 15. Where do you want them to go? Open up the Rideau Center. I've heard also from the CBC CTV that if by Monday Justin Trudeau, our Prime Minister, does not get the job done, it's going to look very bad. Well, that sounds like a conflict of interest to me. Again, what are you willing to do, Mr. Prime Minister? Lastly, the conspiracy against those who are pushing the Lord's word, those that are pushing that we are extremists and comparing us to USA, etc., etc. I would like to come clean with something in this very moment. There has been something unique about this experience here in the secured zone. I have been here off and on for the last 2 weeks canvassing, talking to almost everyone because I needed to know the truth. I needed to know all the truths. And what I learned was that there were people of different race. There were people of different living and economic status, different social status, different sexual orientation, different everything. This is one thing that has united people on something that is more important than anything else. It is uniting us on freedom. I want to hear you scream for freedom right now. We need our mental and emotional health back. I follow science, so I don't appreciate being told that I'm not a science follower. And I will share some science with you. A very respectable academic researcher who had passed away named Christopher Peterson. Christopher Peterson, a founder, or I should say forefather of the positive psychology movement, was known and renowned for one important phrase: other people matter. We matter. I want everyone here to be emotional today. Share your emotion. The individuals who have disconnected from us, that have forsaken us, use tactical empathy and let them feel what we have felt for a very, very long time. I want to also share something else I feel extremely important that not everyone is aware of because of the silo medias. Today there was supposed to be a very urgent debate at the House of Commons to debate exactly what is going on right now and how it is excessive use to have enacted the Emergencies Act. Do you know what happened? They canceled it. How can you cancel something that important? They canceled it because of a threat. How could you say that there are bounty castles and threats? What is the truth? I won't stay up here that long because I want to respect the timelines of everybody, and I know that a lot of people had their voices heard today, and that is magical because people have been shut down for far too long. It is far too easy to just look down and disconnect from somebody rather than look into their eyes as another human being and hear what they have gone through. But I will talk to this. Identity politics must stop. I am not a conservative on here. I am not a liberal. I am not an NDP. I am not a bloc. I am a human being and I am a Canadian. But I can play politics. Mr. Speaker, Madam Speaker, I am speaking to you now. I am deeply concerned about the mental and emotional health of our Prime Minister. I now believe that our Prime Minister has been emotionally compromised. I believe he is actively harming our citizens of Canada and the Canadian identity through a misuse and overreach of power. One thing I know, because I've traveled the globe, and Canadians are one of the most respected people out there. And I want to share that everywhere I went, I believe it's an idiom that people thought about us Canadians, that we apologize. But what I am so fascinated about is that on day 22, if that's what we're at, how is it possible that our Prime Minister, who represents our Canadian culture and our Canadian identity, has not apologized once? Mr. Speaker, Madam Speaker, we, the people of these peaceful protests outside your front steps, demand an apology from the PM, whilst violating our chartered rights and attacking our personal dignity. We want to live in a free, democratic country again. We want peace, order, and good government. Thank you, sir. This is it. It is all about democracy right now. And people all over the world are watching this. They can attempt to control the feeds, but it will get out. Truth always gets out. We do not want to live in a COVID regime or a corporate state. We want to go back to the model of a world of peace, love, unity, and freedom. That is what I know Canada to be. Who is with me? Mr. Speaker, Madam Speaker, I want to thank all of those MPs, brave in the House of Commons, and I won't call them out on their party. I will call them out by name because they are human beings and they are representing us. Thank you, Candice. Thank you, Candice Bergen. Thank you, Pierre Poilievre. Thank you, my favorite, Melissa Lantsman. Thank you, Michelle Ferreri. Thank you, Damien Kurek. Thank you, Garnett, Genuis. Thank you, Brad Viss, for that Valentine's Day beautiful speech you gave that actually brought tears to my eyes. And it started something in me. I am not someone who can easily cry. I have to pay therapists to do such an act. But let me tell you, after hearing him talk the truth to our House of Commons, that evening I wept savagely for Canada because I never thought this was going to happen. Never saw it coming. How did we get here? I echo the same question that I heard in last night's House of Commons. Thank you, everyone, for listening to me. We want to go home. Yes, so please listen to us, Canada, and please end the mandates.